The protagonist glares at him with pure anger, making the assistant director uneasy. Why is he looking at me like that? Meanwhile, the protagonist is deep in thought. This assistant director is completely corrupt. As they are led to the waiting room, the protagonist suddenly notices something that makes his eyes widen in shock. There, among the props, is a washing machine and other products from his family's company, the same products that became a massive hit and sent the company's stock skyrocketing. Maybe they invited me here just to use me as a model for this product, he wonders. At that moment, the wealthy woman from before glares at the protagonist's mom and snaps, "What is he doing here? They failed the audition." But this time, the protagonist's mother doesn't stay silent. She loudly declares, "The director invited us as a backup model." The protagonist smirks at his mother's boldness. "Nice, Mom. You're awesome. Kick her skinny ass." However, the wealthy woman looks confused. "Backup model," she repeats. The assistant director quickly explains why the director called for a backup. Hearing this, the rich woman scoffs, "There's no need for a backup. My son is more than capable of handling this role." Yet, her son looks extremely nervous, his face filled with anxiety. Seeing this, the protagonist immediately realizes that kid doesn't look like he can act properly at all. Still, the wealthy woman arrogantly tells them to get lost, claiming there's no need for extras. Just then, Seon-mi, the lead actress, enters the scene. She walks toward them and says, "We'll be filming the scene with this child today." The moment Seon-mi appears, everyone is stunned by her beauty. The assistant director quickly explains to her that the rich woman's son is the official winner, while the protagonist is just a backup child actor. At first, Seon-mi approaches the rich woman's son and kindly extends her hand to him, ready to start acting. However, the boy remains silent, acting completely arrogant. Seeing this, Seon-mi's mood darkens. He immediately turns away in frustration and walks over to the protagonist instead. The protagonist takes Seon-mi's hand and smiles warmly. Seeing this, Seon-mi's expression softens and she starts talking to him naturally. The protagonist's mother proudly tells Seon-mi, "My son is very friendly and gets along well with everyone." Seon-mi, now genuinely happy, declares, "I want to film with this boy instead of the other one." Hearing this, the wealthy woman completely loses her temper. She grabs Seon-mi's arm and starts yelling in rage. But Seon-mi quickly pulls away, unfazed. As the rich woman throws a tantrum, the protagonist and his mother watch in amusement. Then suddenly, a man places his hand on the rich woman's shoulder and coldly tells her to lower her voice. Seon-mi turns around, smiles, and greets him, calling him vice chairman. The man walks forward, and Seon-mi curiously asks, "What brings you here today?" The man replies, "I came to watch the shoot." The protagonist stares at him in shock, as if the ground beneath him had disappeared. Then it all clicks. This man is John Jae-hyung, the vice chairman of Samjung Company, and more importantly, he is the protagonist's father. The protagonist explains that his father not good at running the company, as well as his grandfather, Jeon Justin. But his father was a competent vice chairman in his own right. During times of crisis, he took the lead in restructuring the company and improving its organizational structure. He never hesitated to invest in specialized fields, earning a reputation as a forward-thinking business leader. Forbes even recognized John Jae-hyung of Samjeon as a future business leader of the tertiary industry. However, despite being a successful businessman, he was a terrible father and husband, absolutely the worst. Seeing his father with an actress, the protagonist's face twists in irritation.